welcome back to the main Zoom. Welcome back. We apologize in advance for the technical difficulties if there were any. We promise that in the future years, we will be back in Albany in person where this will not happen again, and we will be able to see your beautiful faces in the Capital District. Awesome. Welcome back, everyone. I hope your lobbying meetings went well. One moment before we start. Great. It's a privilege to have with us our next speaker to share remarks, Mr. Eric Goldstein, CEO of UJA Federation of New York. Eric is a longtime active member in the Jewish community and served in a number of senior lay positions before being appointed to the UJA Federation CEO in 2014. Before joining UJA, Eric was a leading partner at Paul Weiss, Rifkin, Morton, and Garrison. Eric was a founding board member of the Yeshiva University's Graduate School of Jewish Education and has served as president and chair of the board of Manhattan Day School, who is present with us today, president of the Beit Din of America, and board member of the Ramah School, who is also with us today. Eric attended day school, and his 4 children all attend day school. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me in welcoming UJA Federation CEO Eric Goldstein.
Thanks very much, Sydney. It took a while to unmute, and great to be here with all of you. And as Sydney mentioned, my kids were all day school graduates and an important part of our lives. I first want to thank all of the government leaders who've joined today to gain a better understanding of the current situation for the over 420,000 New York non-public school students and their families. I'm grateful to Maury Litwack, to Rabbi Hauer at the OU, and to all the professionals and volunteers who teach NYS for putting together today's program. And of course, thank you to everyone on the screen, the hundreds of advocates, community leaders, students, and educators who've joined today to make your voices heard. Even as the Omicron wave is waning, and we are, please God, hopefully beginning to acclimate to a new normal, it's clear that the effects of COVID-19 will be felt for a very long time. There's significant changes in learning environments and practices. The mental health challenges brought on by the pandemic will continue to impact all students and all schools, very much including day schools and yeshivot. I'd like for a moment personally to reflect on the remarkable, incredible commitment of the teachers, administrators, and staff of our day schools and yeshivot, who have worked tirelessly to provide impactful and engaging learning experiences for their students over these last 2 years, through Zoom, through masks, through illness, and countless other challenges. It's critical to note that non-public schools educate almost 15% of all students in our state, but receive only 1% annually of the New York State's education budget. Over the years, UJA has worked closely with Teach NYS and our interfaith partners in the Catholic and Islamic community to demonstrate the importance of state funding for our non-public schools. More recently, we've been meeting with legislators and government officials to help them understand the impact of the pandemic on these schools and the critical need for state funding, the STEM education, increased security, capital funding, and other key academic and operational areas. Philanthropy is doing its part. Before the pandemic, for example, UJA provided approximately $8 million a year to day schools in yeshivot through scholarship funding, benefits and support for teachers, and other resources. And during the peak of the pandemic, we provided an additional $5.6 million in COVID-related emergency funding for increased needs-based scholarships to help nearly 50 day schools in yeshivot cover the cost of safely reopening and to increase the number of quality youth mental health services. We also created the $50 million Day School Challenge Fund, taking $20 million from our own endowment as part of a matching pool to incent day schools and yeshivas to become more financially viable and to build their own endowments. And I'm really proud to say that this challenge fund has infused an additional $84 million into the day school and yeshiva education system. But philanthropy can only do so much. We're now looking to Albany to increase its support for non-public school education so that we can continue to successfully and safely educate our children and grandchildren during these immensely challenging times. Thanks so much to everyone for joining Teach NYS today and for your important advocacy. We're very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. It is a true honor to have you speaking to us today, and it is a testament to the strong partnerships throughout the Jewish community that work together on behalf of the Jewish community. So thank you again. Now for our keynote speaker, I would like to introduce our governor, Governor Kathy Hochul, who since taking office less than a year ago has shown her commitment to our community and our day schools and yeshivot.
Hi, I'm Governor Kathy Hochul, and I'm honored to be part of Teach New York and the Orthodox Union's Albany Mission Day. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to thank all of you for everything you do to advocate for New York's Orthodox Jewish community, and on behalf of day school and yeshiva students and parents all across the state. Through your work and by participating in this Mission Day, you're making it clear that you understand a fundamental truth. There's nothing more valuable than education when it comes to unlocking opportunity. It changes lives across generations. I believe that to my very core. That's why in the executive budget, we proposed the highest level of state aid for education ever, $31 billion. That funding will help strengthen our teacher workforce and improve schools across the state, including non-public schools like Jewish day schools and yeshivot. It includes an 18% increase in funding for non-public schools, as well as $15 million increase in the STEM reimbursement program. We're not only ensuring our non-public school students receive a well-rounded education, but also that they're safe in their classrooms by tripling funding for health, safety, and security projects through the Non-Public Schools Safety Equipment Grant Program. Hate and bigotry have no place in our state. We also know that anti-Semitism continues to rear its ugly head. We're confronting it head-on, and will do whatever it takes to protect the Jewish community from violence and hate-driven crime. Everyone deserves to feel safe in the streets, in their homes, in their schools, and in houses of worship. That's why in November I announced a $25 million investment to help nonprofit organizations improve security for those at risk of hate crimes or attacks, which is on top of an existing $43 million in similar grants. New York stands with the Jewish community, now and always. And as I've said before, I truly believe education can solve so many of our state's issues. Everyone here will always have a partner in me. Together, we'll ensure our students are safe and prepared today so they can help lead our great state tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Hochul, for those kind and encouraging words. Wow, everyone, what a day. I'm so thrilled that we were able to take our important mission to Albany virtually again this year. And again, we apologize for any of the technical difficulties, and we truly, truly appreciate you all working through them. Now, you've heard from countless elected officials today. You met with legislators and told them about the importance of non-public school funding, but it doesn't stop here. We need this excitement and enthusiasm to transcend this Zoom and continue on. Join our movement, Get involved, get your parents involved, like us on social media, and visit our website. It is so important, like you've heard here today, to make your voices heard, not just today, but year round. Again, we thank you all for taking the time to join us today. And I promise when I say it this time, next year in Albany. Thank you all so much and have a great rest of your day.
Oh, good job. Yeah.